Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday. The S&P 500 was down 0.2% today. Kind of had a 4-day run there of up. Finished off the market for the month, just a little bit down. But actually, I thought there was some pretty good news today. I think that's partly why the market's been running here. I have a belief that the market kind of knows what's coming for the most part. Once in a while, it gets surprised. But we had the personal consumption expenditure index, PCE index, come out today. This is the preferred measure that the Fed looks at for inflation. When they're talking about 2% inflation, they're talking about core PCE. So take out food, take out energy, look at PCE instead of CPI, which is the more well-known measure of inflation. The Fed is focused on PCE, so that's important to all of us that are looking at the stock market. So today we had a 0.2% increase in core prices with PCE for the month of June, sorry, for the last month, and also for the month prior. We had for July and June, we had 0.2%. And so what's important about that is if you annualize that out, that comes out to 2.4% over the next 12 months. And so I think that's, getting closer and closer to what the Fed wants to do. Still a high probability, at least according to the market, that we have a pause and no rate increase in September. So we'll see what happens for the rest of the year. But what's happening with inflation and what happens with the core PCE is, I think, really the critical piece. The other report that came out today that showed that consumer spending was the highest it's been since January. And so consumers are doing very well. And really, it's kind of this, pent-up demand, the money that was saved during the pandemic, and the high, employment numbers that we have right now. Lots of, unemployment is very low, and wage growth has been decent, and that's creating a situation where the consumer is quite healthy. It's created a scenario where all of these people that were expecting recession for the first half of this year, second half of this year, have all been pushing them off farther and farther, or abandoning that plan altogether and not saying that we're going to have a recession at all. So, we'll wait and see what happens as far as that goes. But do have to watch out for these projections. I've always been a big believer that you really want to just kind of watch what the market is doing, react to that, because the market's telling you, things that I think are important. So when the market's coming up, like it has been since the middle of October, is telling you that the market sees things as being fairly healthy. We did end up with a down month here for August. We had a great run here at the end, didn't quite get to the peak that we had at the end of July. But again, I said at the beginning of August and the end of July that it was going to be necessary for the market to take a breather. And I think that worked out really well. We didn't go below 4,300 on the S&P. We're not that far from the high that was established at the end of July. We're not even that far from the high that was established all-time high back in January of last year. So things are going okay as far as that goes. The bond market's still kind of scruffing along here. Different story there as far as that goes. But altogether, good day. Look forward to being able to talk tomorrow at my show, Talk Money with Tom, 12:15 to 1, live show. Please join us. You can ask questions live. But I also do a summary at the very beginning of the show of kind of what I saw happening in the market for the whole week. Kind of give some examples and some different graphs and things along those lines. So look forward to being able to see you then, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you.